शिवशक्तिसमारम्भां भास्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मच्छ्रीनाथपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ज्ञानिनामपि चेतांसि देवी भगवती हि सा बलादाकृष्य मोहाय महामाया प्रयच्छति दुर्गे स्मृता हरसि भीतिमशेषजन्तोः स्वस्तैः स्मृता मतिमतीव शुभां दधासि दारिद्र्यदुःखभयहारिणि का त्वदन्या सर्वोपकारकरणाय सदार्द्रचित्ता सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरि नारायणि नमोऽस्तु ते शरणागतदीनार्तपरित्राणपरायणे सर्वस्यार्तिहरे देवि नारायणि नमोऽस्तु ते सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे सर्वशक्तिसमन्विते भयेभ्यस्त्राहि नो देवि दुर्गे देवि नमोऽस्तु ते रोगानशेषानपहंसि तुष्टारुष्टा तु कामान् सकलान् भीष्टान् त्वामाश्रितानां न विपन्नराणां त्वामाश्रिताः ह्याश्रयतां प्रयान्ति सर्वाबाधा प्रशमनं त्रैलोक्यस्याखिलेश्वरि एवमेव त्वया कार्यमस्मद्वैरिविनाशनम् ओम. Okay, welcome everyone. Thanks for accommodating today's schedule. All right, so let's just see. So from 35. Okay, so 3571. So 35 there. Okay, so maybe around 18. So let me just see who all are there. Hey, Matangi. Okay, Parvati, can you do one half, and Matangi, can you do about 18 stanzas? So you can start at like 35, and then we can skip that Ratri Suktam portion when it comes. I can tell you where that is.
Sure, Rajesh. அது வந்து chapter 1ல சொல்ற இல்லையா?
ஆமா, chapter 1 stanza 35.
Rajesh, na practice panla. I was busy with Shashti, so just want to let you know.
See who else I had. Maybe Lavanya, are you on? Can you do it?
Na student aage Rajesh.
Na pandra Rajesh.
Okay, so you do, Kritika. All right. So Parvati, you in 35. I'll tell you where you are.
Recording in progress.
Sure. Markandeya uvacha tatastau sahitau vipratam munim samupastitau samadhirnama vaishyosa sacha parthiva sattamaha krutva tutau yata nyayam yatarham tena samvidam upavishchau kataha kaschit shakratur vaishya parvitau parthivau raja uvacha bhagavan tvamaham prashtum icchamyeham vadasvatat दुःखाय यन्मे मनसः वचित्ताय ततां विना मम त्वं कद राज्यस्य राज्याङ्गेशवकीलेशवपि जानतोऽपि यदाङ्ग्यस्य किमेतान् मुनिः सत्तम अयं च निकृतः पुत्रैर्तारैर्भृत्यैस्तजोजितः स्वजानेन च सन्त्यक्तस्तेषु हार्ति तथाप्यति एवमेष तथाहं च त्वावप्यत्यन्द दुःखितौ दृष्टदोषभि विषये मम त्वा क्लेष्टमानसौ तत्किमेतन्महाभाग यन्मोहो ज्ञानिनोरभि ममास्य च भवत्येषा विवेकान्तस्य मूढता ऋषिरुवाच ज्ञानमस्ति समस्तस्य जन्तोर्विषयकोचरे विषयश्च महाभागयादिसैवं पृथक् 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 पृथक्
पृथक् पृथक्
पृथक् पृथक् त्वन्दाः प्राणिनः केश्रात्रा वन्दास्तथा परे केचिद्दिवा तथा रात्रौ प्राणिनस्तुल्यदृष्टयः ज्ञानिनो मनुजाः सत्यं किं तु ते न हि केवलम् यतो हि ज्ञानिनः सर्वे पशुपक्षि मृगादयः ज्ञानं च तन्मनुष्याणां यत्तेषां मृगपक्षिणां मनुष्याणां च यत्तेषां तुल्यमन्यत्ततो भयोः ज्ञानोऽपि सति पश्यैतान् पतङ्गाञ्चाव सञ्चुषु कणमोक्षाद्रितान् मोहात् पीड्यमाना न भिक्षुता मनुज व्याघ्र साभिलाषा सुधान् प्रति.
I can stop there for yeah, I can stop there.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Kritika.
लोपात् प्रत्युपकाराय नन्देतान् किं न पश्यसि तदाभिममता वर्ते मोहः कर्ते निपातिताः महामाया प्रभावेन संसारस्थितिकारिणा तन्नात्र विस्मयः कार्यो योगनिद्रा जगत्पतेः महामाया हरे सैषा दया सम्मोह्यते जगत् ज्ञानिनामपि चेतांसि देवी भगवती हि सा बलाता कृक्ष्य मोहाय महामाया प्रयच्छति तया विसृज्यते विश्वं जगते तच्चराचरम् सैषा प्रसन्ना वरदा नृणानां भवति मुक्तये
Say that word again.
नृणां
Yeah.
नृणां भवति मुक्तये स विद्या परमा मुक्तेर् हेतुभूता सनातनी संसारबन्धहेतुश्च सैव सर्वेश्वरेश्वरी राजोवाच भगवन् काहि सा देवी महामायेति यां भवान् प्रविति कथमुत्पन्न सा कर्मास्यश्च किं द्विज यत्प्रभावाच्च सा देवी यत्स्वरूप यदुद्भवा तत्सर्वं श्रोतुम् इच्छामि त्वत्तो ब्रह्मविताम्बर ऋषिरुवाच नित्यैव सा जगन्मूर्तिर्दय सर्वमिदं ततं तदापि तत्समुत्पत्तिर्बहुधा ह्रूयतां मम देवानां कार्यसिद्ध्यर्थम् आविर्भवति सा यथा उत्पन्नोदि तथा लोके सा नित्याप्यभिधीयते
Utpaneti, not noti. Ne.
नित्याप्य
No, and the first word there. Utpaneti.
उत्पन्नेति तथा लोके स नित्याप्यभिधीयते योगनिद्रां यथा विष्णुर्जगत् ये कार्णविकृते आस्त्रीय शेषम भजत कल्पाण्डे भगवान् प्रभुः तथा त्वा वसुरौ कौरौ विख्यातौ मधुकैटपौ विष्णुकर्णमलोद्भूतौ हन्तुं ब्रह्माणमुद्यतौ सनाभिकमले स्थितो ब्रह्मा प्रजापतिः दृष्ट्वा
Sorry, under the short e.
प्रजापतिः दृष्ट्वा तावसुरौ शोक्रौ प्रसूप्तं च जनार्दनं तुष्टावयोगनिद्रां ता मोकाकृतयस्थितः.
And the word yoga nidram tam ekagra hridaya sthitah.
दुष्टावयोगनिद्रां ता मेकाग्रहृदय स्थितः विबोधनार्तया हरेर् हरिनेत्रकृतालयां
Stop there, Kritika. Adukapram it's anyway the Ratri Suktam only. And we can skip. So we'll just get into class. Adukapram we just did 3 or 4 stanzas. That's okay. All right. So we did I think till about 93. So we'll start from 94 today. Stanza 94. All right. So let me just see who I had today. Okay. So Lavanya, you can be a student, and Sangeeta, you can be a student first off.
Sure, Rajesh. Yes.
So we'll start from 94. Pancha Varsha Sahasrani Bahu Praharano Vibuhu Tavapyati Balon Mattau Maya Maha Maya Vimohitau. Panchavarsha Sahasrani Bahu Praharano Vibuhu Tavapyati Balon Mattau Maha Maya Vimohitau.
पञ्चवर्षसहस्राणि बाहुप्रहरणो विभुः तावप्यति बलोन्मत्तौ महामाया विमोहितौ पञ्चवर्षसहस्राणि बाहुप्रहरणो विभुः बाहुप्रहरणो विभुः तावप्यति बलोन्मत्तौ महामाया विमोहितौ
पञ्चवर्षसहस्राणि बहुप्रहरणौ विभुः तावप्यति बलोन्मत्तौ महामाया विमोहितौ पञ्चवर्षसहस्राणि बहुप्रहरणौ विभुः प्रहरणो विभुः तावप्यति बलोन्मत्तौ महामाया विमोहितौ.
And the first word, Sangeeta, you're saying Sahasrani, you are stretching it a little bit. It's a short E, okay? Sahasrani, short one. Ukta Vantau Varos Matto Vriyatam iti Keshavam Shri Bhagavanuvacha Bhavetam Adya Me Tushtau Mama Vadhya Vubhavapi. Not break that word. Uktavantau varosmatto vriyatamithi keshavam Shri Bhagavanuvacha Bhavetam me tushtau mama vadhyavubhavapi.
Uktavantau varosmatto vriyatam iti keshavam Shri Bhagavanuvacha Bhavetam me tushtau mama vadhyavubhavapi. Uktvam tau varosmatto Uktavantau varosmatto vriyatam iti keshavam Shri Bhagavanuvacha Bhavetam adya me tushtau mama vadhyavubhavapi.
Rajesh, sorry to interrupt. Can I ask you one question? In Sri Bhagavan Vachana, who is speaking actually? Vishnu. Okay, thank you.
Sorry, Rajesh. Unmute time. उक्तवन्तौ वरोऽस्मन्तो व्रियतामिति केशवम् भगवानुवाच भवेतामद्य मे तुष्टौ मम वद्याबुभावपि उक्तवन्तो वरोऽस्मन्तो व्रियतामिति केशवम् श्रीभगवानुवाच भवेतामद्य मे तुष्टौ मम वद्याबुभावपि.
Again, the first line, the first word, uktavantau. Second time you said to, it's uktavantau varosmatto. Okay. Kimanyena varenatra eta vadhi britam mama rishiruvacha vanchitabhyam iti tadha sarvamapo mayam. If you want to break it, it's sarvam apo mayam, but you don't have to break it. Sarvamapo mayam jagat. किमन्येन वरेणात्र एतावद्धिवृतं मम ऋषिरुवाच वञ्चिताभ्यामिति तथा सर्वमापोमयं जगत्.
किमन्येन वरेणात्र एतावद्धिवृतं मम ऋषिरुवाच वञ्चिताभ्याम् इति तदा सर्वमाप्योमयं जगत्.
And the first line, like etavadhi, double the.
Okay. किमन्येन वरेणात्र एतावद्धिवृतं मम ऋषिरुवाच वञ्चिताभ्याम् इति तदा सर्वमाप्नोमयं जगत्.
किमन्येन वरेणात्र एतावद्धिवृतं मम ऋषिरुवाच वञ्चिताभ्यामिति तदा सर्वमापोमयं जगत्.
Again, on the word etavadhi, double the. So etavadhi.
एतावद्धि किमन्येन वरेणात्र एतावद्धिवृतं मम ऋषिरुवाच वञ्चिताभ्यामिति तदा सर्वमापोमयं जगत्.
विलोक्य ताभ्यां गदितो भगवान् कमलेक्षणः आवां जहि न यत्रोर्वी लॉन्ग ई सलिलेन परिप्लुता. विलोक्यताभ्यां गदितो भगवान् कमलेक्षणः आवां जहि न यत्रोर्वी सलिलेन परिप्लुता.
विलोक्यताभ्यां गदितो भगवान् कमलेक्षणः आवां जहि न यत्रोर्वी सलिलेन परिप्लुता. विलोक्यताभ्यां गदितो भगवान् कमलेक्षणः आवां जहि न यत्रोर्वी सलिलेन परिप्लुता.
विलोक्यताभ्यां गदितो भगवान् कमलेक्षणः आवां जहीन यत्रोर्वी सलिलेन परिप्लुता.
Jahi is a short e. I think both of you made it a long e. Avam jahi na yatrorvi.
Okay. विलोक्यताभ्यां गदितो भगवान् कमलेक्षणः आवां जहि न यत्रोर्वी सलिलेन परिप्लुता.
ऋषिरुवाच ततेत युक्त्वा भगवता शंख चक्र गदाभृता कृत्वा चक्रेण वैच्छिन्ने इच and च वैच्छिन्ने जगने शिरसि तयोः. ऋषिरुवाच ततेत्युक्त्वा भगवता शङ्खचक्रगदाभृता कृत्वा चक्रेण वैच्छिन्ने जगने शिरसि तयोः.
तथेत्युक्त्वा भगवता शङ्खचक्रगदाभृता कृत्वा चक्रेण वैच्छिन्ने जगने शिरसि तयोः. तथेत्युक्त्वा भगवता शङ्खचक्रगदाभृता कृत्वा चक्रेण वैच्छिन्ने जगने शिरसि तयोः.
ऋषिरुवाच ततेत्युक्ता भगवता शङ्खचक्रगदाभृता कृत्वा चक्रेण वैच्छिन्ने जगने शिरसि तयोः.
The first word tatetyuktva.
Okay. ततेत्युक्त्वा भगवता शङ्खचक्रगदाभृता कृत्वा चक्रेण वैच्छिन्ने जगने शिरसि तयोः.
एवमेषा समुत्पन्ना ब्रह्मणा संस्तुता स्वयं Prabhavamasya devyastu bhuyaha. Put a ish to join. Bhuyash shrunu vadami te. Aim om. So the way it will work is the 13 chapters which are there. The first chapter, the bija mantram for that is Aim. You remember Aim, Hrim, Kleem, the three things we said. Aim is for the first chapter. Hrim is for second through fourth because it's representing Mahakali, Mahalakshmi, Mahasaraswati. So Aim, Hrim, Kleem, three things, right? And so Hrim will be for 2 to 4, and then from 5 to 13 will be Kleem. So the way it will work is every time when we are doing the homam, so we'll essentially put this aim at the beginning of every sentence. So if you're tracking the numbers, it says 104 in this, right? Some of them are one-liners, some of them are two-liners, but totally there are 104. So each of them you have to say aim and then say that. For example, aim eva mesha samutpanna brahmana samstuta swayam. Not for regular chanting, but for the homam. So that is the bija mantram for this letter for this is aim. एवमेषा समुत्पन्ना ब्रह्मणा संस्तुता स्वयं प्रभावमस्या देव्यास्तु भूय शृणु वदामि ते ऐं ओम.
एवमेषा समुत्पन्ना ब्रह्माण संस्तुता स्वयं प्रभावमस्या देव्यास्तु भूयः शृण्वु वदामि ते ऐं ओम.
And the first line, Brahmana.
एवमेषा समुत्पन्ना ब्रह्मणा संस्तुता स्वयं प्रभावमस्या देव्यास्तु भूयः शृण्वु वदामि ते ऐं ओम.
एवमेषा समुत्पन्ना ब्रह्मणा संस्तुता स्वयं प्रभावमस्या देव्यास्तु भूयः शृणु वदामि ते ऐं ओम.
Sangeeta, you said Brahmana. It's only one na. So Brahmana.
Brahmana.
Yeah, that's it.
एवमेषा समुत्पन्ना ब्रह्मणा एवमेषा पन्ना ब्रह्मणा संस्तुता स्वयं प्रभावमस्या देव्यास्तु भूयः शृणु वदामि ते ऐं ओम.
So do you have that Satya Santu at the bottom of this page?
Yes.
You have that,
Yes.
right? Okay. So Satya Santu Yajamanasya Kamaha Namo Devyai Mahadevyai Shivayai Satatam Namaha. Namaha, put a F, Namah Prakrityai Bhadrayai Niyataha, put a F, Niyatah Pranataha, put a Is, Pranatas Smatam. So this has a little bit of a tune, and I'm very bad whenever it comes to a tune, but you'll kind of get the flow of it. I'll send you a recording of someone who says it properly. But Satya Santu Yajamanasya Kamaha Namo Devyai Mahadevyai Shivayai Satatam Namaha Namah Prakrityai Bhadrayai Niyatah Pranatasmatam.
सत्या सन्तु यजमानस्य कामाः नमो देव्यै महादेव्यै शिवायै सततं नमः. नमः प्रकृत्यै भद्रायै नियताः प्ररतास्मताम्.
And the kama aha, the generally it goes like a dheergam up. Yajamanasya kama aha.
Kama aha. Okay.
ராஜேஷ் ஒரே அந்த நமோ தேவியைக்கு முன்னாடி ஒரு ஓம் இருக்கு அது கிடையாதா?
Generally சொல்றதுல வந்து we only say om at the beginning of it. If it comes anywhere in between, generally at least BPA they don't say, but it is there. You're right.
सत्या सन्तु यजमानस्य कामाः कामाः
Satya santu yajamanasya kamaah.
सत्या सन्तु यजमानस्य कामाः नमो देव्यै महादेव्यै शिवायै सततं नमः. नमः प्रकृत्यै भद्रायै नियताः प्रणतास्मताम्.
सत्या सन्तु यजमानस्य कामाः नमो देव्यै महादेव्यै शिवायै सततं नमः. नमः प्रकृत्यै भद्रायै नियताः प्रणतास्मताम्. सत्या सन्तु यजमानस्य कामाः नमो देव्यै महादेव्यै शिवायै सततं नमः. नमः प्रकृत्यै भद्रायै नियताः प्रणतास्मताम्.
Sanghayai sayudhayai sat parivarayai Sarvatmikaye. So up to this will repeat at the end of every chapter. Then the last line will change for every chapter because each chapter has a different Adhyaya Devata. So that is that each chapter has one Devi attached to it. So that will change for every chapter. The first other lines will remain the same. Vagbhava Bhijadishtatriyai Shri Mahakalyai Namaha. Sanghayai Sayudhayai Saparivaraye Sarvatmikaye Vagbhava Bhijadishtatriyai Shri Mahakalyai Namaha.
Sanghayai Sayudhayai Saparivaraye Sarvatmikaye Vagbhava Bijadishtatrei Shri Mahakalyai Namaha. Sanghayai Sayudhayai Saparivaraye Sarvatmikaye Vagbhava Bijadishtraye Shri Mahakalyai Namaha.
Bijadishtatri.
Bijadishtatri, not tatri, okay.
And it is a tra, half tra, and a yay. Bijadishtatri.
Bijadishtatri.
Yeah.
Sanghayai Sayudhayai Saparivaraye Sarvatmikaye Vagbhava Bijadishtatriyai Shri Mahakalyai Namaha. Sanghayai Sayudhayai Saparivaraye Sarvatmikaye Vagbhava Bijadishtatriyai Shri Mahakalyai Namaha.
This completes the first chapter. So just to kind of summarizing it, I know we went through the meaning last time, but just to kind of recap it. So we saw how it started, right, with the king and the Vaishya coming to the Sumedas and then asking, why is all this happening? He says there's a Mahamaya. Let me start telling you about Mahamaya. And then the first episode he talks about is about how Madhu and Kaitabha, who when at the beginning of Brahma's day, they come and trouble Brahma. He's not having awareness because Madhu and Kaitaba are coming out of Vishnu and they're creating havoc. And so he says, so what Brahma does is he does a stuti. So that's where this, Vishweshwarim, Jagadhatrim, Siti Samhara Karinim, that Ratri Suktam comes, where he does a Suktam to Devi. So at the time that Mahamaya, like we said, she's the one who creates the awareness of everything that is there. At the same time, she is also the one who creates the illusion or the Maya. So because she creates the illusion, she can also remove that Maya out so you can see what is happening. And both of this is required so that you can actually understand the consciousness, right? Which is Vishnu here. So anyway, so she comes, Mahamaya comes and helps out, because of which Vishnu is then able to go and fight with Madhu and Kaitaba. And then Vishnu gets rid of Madhu and Kaitaba. And like I think I said last time, they both have a boon saying that unless they wish they want to die, they cannot die. So, at some point, Vishnu goes and tells them that, let me give you a boon because you all fight so well. So then both of them get arrogant and said, who are you to give me a boon? We will give you a boon. So at that time, Vishnu says, my boon is that you both die. So they have to then honor that. So both of them are eventually killed. Both of them are gotten rid of. So Brahma is very happy. So then the sage then says, okay, this is the first episode or the first chapter in terms of how Devi is coming and helping everybody. Let me continue telling the story of Mahamaya more. With that, we come into the second chapter. So the second chapter is Mahishasura Vada, right, which is the getting rid of Mahishasura. So this, all of you know about Mahishasura Mardini Stotram. So this is getting rid of Mahishasura. So this starts off again. It's the Sumedas is now telling the story to the king and the Vaishya about what is happening or how Devi comes to help. Like he said last time also in the introduction that this Devi does not have any birth or death. Just like how we have the various incarnations of Vishnu, there are various incarnations of Devi, and we'll see how this Devi comes about, right? Who is going to get rid of Mahishasura. So it starts long time. He says when Mahisha was the name of the Asura who was heading over the Asuras, and on Indra was the chief of the gods, which is always the case because Indra is just a position. So some person who was the Indra of the gods was actually ruling. So there was a war which happened between the Devas and the Asuras, which went for hundreds of years. And at the very end of the war, what happens is the Asuras win. The Asuras then completely, vanquish all the Devas, and then they kick them out of the Swarga planets. So essentially, all the Devas, they get kicked out because the Asuras win, and the Asuras are led by this person called as Mahisha. So whenever the asuras are out of power or whenever they need help, they immediately go to Brahma always, because Brahma is kind of there, like one level above the devas, right? So they go to Brahma and say, this asuras have completely kind of eradicated us and we have no place to live right now. So you have to help us out. So then Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, all of them meet. So, then they kind of discuss this and say that everybody, and it'll give a list. It's saying that Surya, Indra, Agni, Vayu, Chandra, Yama, Varuna, all of them have been completely driven away from their respective posts, and Mahisha and his commanders have kind of taken over their entire kingdom as well. So they say, you have to help us out. So when Vishnu, Brahma, and Shiva, and Vishnu, Shiva hear this, what happens is, from their eyebrows, right? From their eyebrows comes an energy. So, it says they are very furious about it, right? So, the furious means the gods generally don't get angry. And when they say they're getting furious, they're saying, how can Mahisha get through all the devas out of their kingdom, which is not appropriate. So, they find it's inappropriate. So, from that, it comes some energy. So, from that energy, which is actually coming, and then from the Brahma, all these energies comes. All these energy comes, and then they join together, and then it forms a peak of light. It forms a light. Essentially, all these energies from Brahma, Shiva, and Vishnu is all coming in. And then along with it, the Indra, all the other gods, also lights are going to come. And they all come and form one person, which takes the form of a female, because all of this is energy. It doesn't have male or female, but it has to take up a body. The body it takes is that of a manifestation of a goddess here, right? So that is just a female form it takes. At the end of the day, it is all these energies combined. So that Durga now kind of says, okay, I have now come from all these gods, right? So she then takes a form, which is one of the incarnation of Devi. So in this case, later on, as we kind of go through from, I think, I don't know which one, I think stanzas it will start, and I'll tell you when it comes from the 11th or 12th stanza, each of the light, which is each of the energy from each of the gods, forms one part of the Devi's body. So we'll go through that as we come to that stanza. And similarly, what will also happen a little bit later is each of the weapon of each of the gods, for example, Vishnu has a chakram. So that will now also form another chakram which Devi will have. So this way, this Devi is getting created from all these gods' energy, and all the equipments or weapons of the gods also come to this Devi. So that is what will kind of goes until the first 25 stanzas of this chapter. And then there is a battle that happens between Devi and Mahishasura, which we'll see. Okay,
One question. So here it says Mahishasura Sainya Vadam. Sainya na enadu?
Sainya is the army. So this goes over 2 chapters. Chapter 2 is getting, the war is going to start. And in chapter 2, the Mahishasura's armies are going to be destroyed. And in chapter 3, Mahishasura himself is going to be destroyed. So it's kind of same thing. Sainya is referring to the army here. Okay. All right. So let's just switch halfway here. Let me see who I had. So Tulsi, you can be a student, and Jayashree can be a student. So Dvitiyodhyayaha. So like how the first chapter started with Om Aim Markandeyo Vacha, and we ended with Aim Om at the end of the first chapter. This chapter is starting with Om Hreem. Like I said, Hreem is the Bija mantra for 2, 3, and 4. So Om Hreem Rishiru Vacha Devasuram Abhut Yuddham Purnam Abdha. If you want to break it, that ma Purnam Abdha Shatam Pura Mahisheshuranam Adhipe Devanam cha Purandare. Om Hreem Rishiruvacha Devasuram Abhut Yuddham Purnam Abdha Shatam Pura Mahisheshuranam Adhipe Devanam cha Purandare.
ॐ ह्रीं ऋषिरुवाच देवासुरमभूत्युत्थं पूर्णमब्धशतं पुरा महिषे सुरानामतिभे देवानां च पुरन्दरे. 2 times, right, Rajeshri?
Yeah, 2 times.
Okay. ॐ ह्रीं ऋषिरुवाच देवासुरमभूत्युत्थं पूर्णमब्धशतं पुरा महिषे सुरानामधिपे देवानां च पुरन्दरे.
ॐ ह्रीं ऋषिरुवाच देवासुरमभूत्युत्थं पूर्णम् अब्धशतं पुरा महिषे सुराणाम् अधिपे देवानां च पुरन्दरे। ॐ ह्रीं ऋषिरुवाच देवासुरमभूत् युद्धं पूर्णम् अब्धशतं पुरा महिषे सुराणाम् अधिपे देवानां च पुरन्दरे।
तत्रासुरैर् महावीर्यैर् देव सैन्यं पराजितं जित्वा च सकलान् देवान् इन्द्रोभून् महिषासुरः. If you want to break it, इन्द्रोभून् महिषासुरः. तत्रासुरैर्महावीर्यैर्देवसैन्यं पराजितं जित्वा च सकलान् देवान् इन्द्रोभून् महिषासुरः.
तत्रासुरैर्महावीर्यैर्देवसैन्यं पराजितं जित्वा च सकलान् देवान् इन्द्रोऽभून्महिषासुरः। तत्रासुरैर्महावीर्यैर्देवसैन्यं पराजितं जित्वा च सकलान् देवान् इन्द्रोऽभून्महिषासुरः।
तत्रासुरैर्महावीर्यैर्देवसैन्यं पराजितं जित्वा च सकलान् देवान् इन्द्रोऽभून्महिषासुरः। तत्रासुरैर्महावीर्यैर्देवसैन्यं पराजितं जित्वा च सकलान् देवान् इन्द्रोऽभून्महिषासुरः।
ततः, put F to join, ततः पराजिता देवाः, put F देवाः, पद्मयोनिं referring to Brahma, पद्मयोनिं प्रजापतिं पुरस्कृत्य गतास्तत्र यत्रेष गरुडध्वजौ, गरुडध्वजौ referring to Vishnu. ततः पराजिता देवाः पद्मयोनिं प्रजापतिं पुरस्कृत्य गतास्तत्र यत्रेष गरुडध्वजौ.
ततः पराजिता देवाः पद्मयोनिं प्रजापतिं पुरस्कृत्य गतास्तत्र यत्रेष गरुडध्वजौ। ततः पराजिता देवाः पद्मयोनिं प्रजापतिं पुरस्कृत्य गतास्तत्र यत्रेष गरुडध्वजौ।
ततः पराजिता देवाः पद्मयोनिं प्रजापतिं पुरस्कृत्य गतास्तत्र यत्रेष गरुडध्वजौ। ततः पराजिता देवाः पद्मयोनिं प्रजापतिं पुरस्कृत्य गतास्तत्र यत्रेष गरुडध्वजौ।
यथा वृत्तं तयोस्तद्वन् महिषासुरचेष्टितं त्रिदशाः, put ich sound, त्रिदशाः कथयामासुर्देवाभिभवविस्तरम्. Cannot quite break it, but देवाभिभवविस्तरम्. यथा वृत्तं तयोस्तद्वन् महिषासुरचेष्टितं त्रिदशाः कथयामासुर्देवाभिभवविस्तरम्.
यथा वृत्तं तयोस्तत्त्वमहिषा.
Yeah, go ahead.
So it's both na and ma, right, Rajeshri?
Tayostadvan, in sound.
Oh, okay. Yata vrittam tayostadvan mahishasura-cheshtitam tridasha kathaya masurdeva-bhava vistaram. Yata vrittam tayostadvan mahishasura-cheshtitam tridasha kathaya masurdeva-bhava vistaram.
यदा वृत्तं तयोस्तद्वन् महिषासुरचेष्टितं त्रिदशाः कथयामासु देवाभिभवविस्तरम्। यदा वृत्तं तयोस्तद्वन् महिषासुरचेष्टितं त्रिदशाः कथयामासु देवाभिभवविस्तरम्।
Suryendragnyanilendhuna. That word you cannot break it, but I'll tell you who all are in there so you can kind of get the idea there. Surya, Indra, Agni, Anila, Indhu. which is Surya, Indra, Agni, Vayu, and Chandra. All of them are there. Indu is referring to the moon. Yamasya, Varunasya cha, Anyesham Chadhikaran Saha is there. Put a is. Chadhikaran Sas Swayam Evadhi Tishtati. So that first word of the first line, you have to say the whole word together. Suryendragnyanilendunham yamasya varunasya cha anyesham chadhikaran sa swayamevadhitishtati.
सूर्येन्द्राग्निनीलेन्दूनां यमस्य वरुणस्य च अन्येषां चाधिकारां स स्वयमेवाधितिष्ठति सूर्येन्द्राग्निनीलेन्दूनां यमस्य वरुणस्य च अन्येषां चाधिकारां स स्वयमेवाधितिष्ठति
सूर्येन्द्राङ्क्यनिलेन्दूनां यमस्य वरुणस्य च अन्येषां चाधिकारां च स्वयमेवाधितिष्ठति.
Just in the first word, Suryendrag, ig son, Agni would gha. Suryendragnyani.
सूर्येन्द्राग्निलेन्दूनां यमस्य वरुणस्य च अन्येषां चाधिकारां च स्वयमेवाधितिष्ठति.
Second line, after Chadikaran, it's Saha, not Cha. You're saying Cha. So Chadikaran Sas.
தமிழ்ல ச தான் போட்டிருக்கு.
But I think I heard you say Cha.
Oh, Sa.
The Saha பண்ணுவாங்க.
Okay. Sa.
That Visarga becomes the is. So Sas Swayamevadhitishtati. Okay.
Okay, sorry.
Swargan Nirakritaha. Put is to join. Swargan Nirakritas Sarve Tena Devagana Bhuvi, short e, Vicharanti Yata Martya Mahishena Dhuratmana. Swargan Nirakrita Sarve Tena Devagana Bhuvi Vicharanti Yata Martya Mahishena Dhuratmana.
स्वर्गा निराकृताः सर्वे तेन देवगणा भुवि विचरन्ति यथा मर्त्या महिषेण दुरात्मना स्वर्गान् निराकृताः सर्वे तेन देवगणा भुवि विचरन्ति यथा मर्त्या महिषेण दुरात्मना
स्वर्गान् निराकृताः सर्वे तेन देवगणा भुवि विचरन्ति यदा मर्त्या महिषेण दुरात्मना स्वर्गान् निराकृताः सर्वे तेन देवगणा भुवि विचरन्ति यदा मर्त्या महिषेण दुरात्मना.
The thing, because Mahisha has kicked all of them out from Swarga, they are wandering without any power like Martya, like mere mortals. Etad vaha, put a ich sound, etad vah katitam sarvam amarari vichesh, if you want to break it that ma, sarvam amarari vicheshtitam sharanam vaha, put a f to join, sharanam vah prapannaha, put a is, prapannas smo vadas tasya vichintyatam. Etadvah katitam sarvam amarari vicheshtitam sharanam vah prapannasmo vadas tasya vichintyatam.
एतद्वः कथितं सर्वममरारि विचेष्टितं शरणं वः प्रपन्नास्मो वतस्तस्य विचिन्त्यताम् एतद्वः कथितं सर्वममरारि विचेष्टितं शरणं वः प्रपन्नास्मो वतस्तस्य विचिन्त्यताम्
एतद्वः कथितं सर्वम् अमरारि विचेष्टितं शरणं वः प्रपन्नास्मो वदस्तस्य विचिन्त्यताम् एतद्वः कथितं सर्वम् अमरारि विचेष्टितं शरणं वः प्रपन्नास्मो वदस्तस्य विचिन्त्यताम्.
इत्थं निशम्य देवानां वचांसि मधुसूदनः chakara kopam shambhuscha bhrukuti kutilananau. So between their brows, they kind of knit their brows. When you're angry, your eyebrows kind of join, right? So that's what is happening. They're saying they're getting angry because the eyebrows are joining, and then from between the eyebrows, the light is going to come. Ittam nishamya devanam vachamsi madhusudanah chakara kopam shambhuscha bhrukuti kutilananau.
Ittam nishamya devanam vachamsi madhusudanah chakara kopam shambhuscha bhrukati kutilananau. Ittam nishamya devanam vachamsi madhusudanah chakara kopam shambhuscha bhrukati kutilananau.
Ittam nishamya devanam vashamshi madhusudanah chakara kopam shambhuscha bhrukati kutilananau. Ittam nishamya devanam vashamshi madhusudanah chakara kopam shambhuscha bhrukati kutilananau.
Tatoti kopa purnasya chakrino vadanat tatah nishchakrama mahat tejo brahmanaha, put a ish, brahmanash shankarasya cha. So from all three of them, the radiance is coming out. Tatoti kopa purnasya chakrino vadanat tatah nishchakrama mahat tejo brahmanash shankarasya cha.
Tatoti kopa purnasya chakrino vadanattattah nishchakrama mahattejo brahmana shankarasya cha. Tatoti kopa purnasya chakrino vadanattattah nishchakrama mahattejo brahmana shankarasya cha.
Tadodikopa purnasya chakrino vadanattadah nishchakrama mahattejo brahmanas shankarasya cha. Tadodikopa purnasya chakrino vadanattadah nishchakrama mahattejo brahmanas shankarasya cha.
Anyesham chaiva devanam shakradinam shariratah nirgatam sumahat tejas tachaikyam samagachata. So similarly, in addition to for Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva, it's coming from between their eyebrows, and similarly from all the other devas also a light is coming, and then aikyam, it is all getting joined and then forming one pillar of light, which will come later. Anhesham chaiva devanam shakradinam shariratah nirgatam sumahat tejas tachaikyam samagachata.
Anyesham chaiva devanam shakradinam shariratah nirgatam sumahat tejas tachaikyam samagachata.
Which is just one more time is okay. Next 10 minutes.
Okay.
Anyesham shaiva devanam shakradinam shariratah nirgadam sumahat tejas tachaikyam samagachada.
Ativa tejasah, put a ih to join tejasah, kutam jwalantam iva parvatam dadrushuste suras tatra jwala vyaptadi gantharam. You cannot break that word, so you have to say the whole word together. But essentially what is happening with all these lights joining, it is forming like a pillar of light, which is parvata, which is as big as a mountain. So there's no beginning or no end. It is just forming a huge pillar of light, which is radiating everywhere, which has come from all the gods. Ativa tejasah kutam jwalantam iva parvatam dadrushuste suras tatra jwala vyapta digantaram.
Ativa tejasah kutam jvalantamiva parvatam dadrushuste suras tatra jvala vyapta digantaram.
Adiva tejasah kudam jvalantamiva parvatam tadrushuste तदृशुस्ते सुरास्तत्र ज्वाला व्याप्त दिगन्तरं
व्याप्तदि
ज्वाला व्याप्तदिगन्तरम्
अतुलं तत्र तत् तेजः पुट इस् तत् तेजस् सर्वदेव शरीरजम् एकस्तं तदभून् नारी long e nari vyapta lokatrayam tusha. So from all of that, from that entire light which came from all the gods and everybody, which was like shining like a big mountain, the size of a big mountain, from there one nari, it just took the form of a female. अतुलं तत्र तत्तेजः सर्वदेव शरीरजम् एकस्तं तदभून्नारी व्याप्तलोकत्रयं त्विषा.
अतुलं तत्र तत्तेजः सर्वदेव शरीरजम् एकस्तं तदभून्नारि व्याप्तलोकत्रयं त्विषा.
अदुलं तत्र तत्तेजः सर्वदेव शरीरजम् एकस्तं तदभून्नारी व्याप्तलोकत्रयं द्विषा.
यदभूच्छाम्बवं तेजः is there, put a is to join, tejas तेना जायत तन्मुखं याम्येन चाभवन केशा bahavo Vishnu tejasa. So I'll send a message in the group as to which part of which god's energy creates what part. Like here, it is saying that from Shiva's light, the Devi's face came about. From Yama, her hair came, and then from Vishnu, Bahavo, her arms came from the tejas of Vishnu. It kind of lists all that thing, which I'll send later. यदभूच्छाम्बवं तेजस्तेना जाह्यत तन्मुखं याम्येन चाभवन् केशा बाहवो विष्णुतेजसा.
यदभूच्छाम्भवं तेजस्तेनाजायत तन्मुखं याम्येन चाभवन् केशा बाहवो विष्णुतेजसा.
यदभूच्छाम्बवं तेजस्तेना जायत तन्मुखं याम्येन च भवन् केशा बाहवो विष्णुतेजसा.
सौम्येन स्तनयोर्युग्मं मध्यं चैन्द्रेण चाभवत् वारुणेन च जङ्गोरू long u नितम्भस् तेजसा भुवः. सौम्येन स्तनयोर्युग्मं मध्यं चैन्द्रेण चाभवत् वारुणेन च जङ्गोरू नितम्भस्तेजसा भुवः.
सौम्येन स्तनयोर्युग्मं मध्यं चैन्द्रेण चाभवत् वारुणेन च जङ्गोरु नितम्बस्तेजसा भुवः.
सौम्येन स्तनयोर्युग्मं मध्यं सैन्त्रेण साभवत् वारुणेन च जङ्गोरु निदम्बस्तेजसा भुवः.
ब्रह्मणस्तेजसा पादौ तदङ्गुल्योर्क तेजसा तद angulya arka, 3 different words. तदङ्गुल्योर्क तेजसा वसूनां च कराङ्गुल्यः, put a ih sound, कराङ्गुल्यः कौबेरेण च नासिका. कौबेरेण is meant to Kubera. ब्रह्मणस्तेजसा पादौ तदङ्गुल्योर्क तेजसा वसूनां च कराङ्गुल्यः कौबेरेण च नासिका.
ब्रह्मणस्तेजसा पादौ तदङ्गुल्योर्क तेजसा वसूनां च कराङ्गुल्यः कौबेरेण च नासिका.
ब्रह्मणस्तेजसा पादौ तदङ्गुल्योर्क तेजसा वसूनां च कराङ्गुल्यः कौबेरेण च नासिका. कौबेरेण च नासिका.
तस्यास्तु दन्ताः, put is दन्तास्, सम्भूताः, put f सम्भूताः प्राजापत्येन तेजसा नयन त्रितयं जज्ञे तथा पावक तेजसा. तस्यास्तु दन्ताः सम्भूताः प्राजापत्येन तेजसा नयनत्रितयं जज्ञे तथा पावक तेजसा
तस्यास्तु दन्ताः सम्भूताः प्राजापत्येन तेजसा नयनत्रितयं जज्ञे तथा पावक तेजसा
तस्यास्तु दन्ताः सम्भूताः प्राजापत्येन तेजसा नयनत्रदयं जज्ञे तदा पावग तेजसा
भ्रुवौ च सन्ध्ययोस्तेजः पुट इष् तेजस् श्रवणावनिलस्य one word श्रवणावनिलस्य च अन्येषां चैव देवानां सम्भवस्तेजसां शिवा भ्रुवौ च सन्ध्ययोस्तेजश्रवणावनिलस्य च अन्येषां चैव देवानां सम्भवस्तेजसां शिवा
भ्रुवौ च सन्त्ययोस्तेजश्रवणावनिलस्य च अन्येषां चैव देवानां सम्भवस्तेजसां शिवा. Do we need to pause after Jasam and Shiva, Rajeshji?
No, it's just Tejasam, Shiva, two different words. You don't have to pause it, but it's just two different words.
भ्रुवौ च सन्त्ययोस्तेजश्रवणावनिलस्य च अन्येषां चैव देवानां सम्भवस्तेजसां शिवा
Tataha put is tatas samasta devanam tejo rashi samudbhavam tam bilokya mudam prapur. The ra that is there, you can break it, it comes in the middle. Prapur amara mahisharditaha. ततः समस्तदेवानां तेजो राशि समुद्भवां तां विलोक्य मुदं प्रापुरमरा महिषार्दिताः
ततः समस्तदेवानां तेजो राशिसमुद्भवां तां विलोक्य मुदं प्रापुरमरा महिषार्दिताः
ततः समस्तदेवानां तेजो राशि समुद्भवां तां विलोक्य मुदं प्रापुरमरा महिषार्दिताः.
Do one more and start. Shulam shulad vinishkrishya dadau tasyai pinaka drik chakram cha dattavan krishnaha put is krishnas samutpadya swachakratah. So up to that 19 was each of the energies coming and forming one part of the Devi's body. And then, like I said, each of the chakram will also become the chakram for the Devi and all that, which is come in the next few stanzas. Shulam shulad vinishkrishya dadau tasyai pinakadhrika chakram cha dattavan krishna samutpadya swachakratah.
शूलं शूलात् विनिष्कृष्य ददौ तस्यै पिनाकदृक् चक्रं च दत्तवान् कृष्णः समुत्पाट्य स्वचक्रतः.
शूलं शूलात् विनिष्कृष्य ददौ तस्यै पिनाकदृक् चक्रं च दत्तवान् कृष्णः समुत्पाट्य स्वचक्रतः.
Right, we'll stop here today. Hari Om. So, like we said, there's this Devi Mahatmyam. We do monthly Parayanam in one person's house. So, this month Parayanam is happening in Buffalo Grove. So, I sent you all the message. Whoever is able to come, even for a portion of it, just message Jayanti directly. And if you're going to be staying back till the end, let her know so she can plan for the food. Okay.
Rajesh, in the stanza 812, அதாவது the continuation மது கைடப்ப வதம்ல இருந்து 104ல முடிஞ்சது. சோ மகிஷாசுர வதம் வந்து 105ல ஆரம்பிக்கிறதுனால 1-105 அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கா? என்னோட புக்ல தமிழ்ல புக்ல அப்படிதான் இருக்கு.
Let me just check. I don't think there's a hyphen, but mine doesn't have a hyphen, but it has the numbers because eventually Durga Saptashati, right? 700 stanzas. So it will eventually end at 700.
Okay.
So we have finished whatever number, right?
124. 124 வரைக்கும்.
124 out of 700 we have finished so far.
Okay.
That's what it is. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Rajesh.
Thank you.